This episode is rated M for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed on this show are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect those of the PFC Entertainment Network or any of the affiliates that make this show possible.
This is the Pure Fury Creations Entertainment Network.
From the gridiron to the ball diamonds, from the hardwood to the ice rinks, from the fairways to the octagon and everywhere in between. If it makes headlines, it's fair game on the Sports Reel podcast on the PFC Entertainment Network. And we welcome you to a very special edition of the Sports Reel podcast live on the PFC Entertainment Network along with Tim Sheridan and Eric Mendal. I am Jason Clouse, and we are going to do this. We've been talking about this for a couple of weeks now, and here we are. We are on the doorstep of the 2025 NFL season, and that's what we're going to talk about during the entire duration of this episode. And if you have a comment, if you have a question, if you want to be a part of the show, in just a moment, we are going to post the link on the Facebook live chat, and you hit that link. You're going to be put into the virtual waiting room, and we will bring you onto the show, or you can also correspond with us through the traditional chat. But we're not going to be alone this week. We are going to have a very special guest who is going to be joining us here tonight. And joining us for the first time here on the PFC Network, I would like to welcome Izac Valenti from the Fun Football Podcast. It's good to see you, sir. Welcome to the Sports Reel Podcast.
How you guys doing?
Hey, we're doing great, man. We certainly appreciate you taking the time out.
Absolutely.
Before we get into what we're looking at for the 2025 NFL season, Tim and Eric, it's great to see you guys. Tim, I saw you a couple of days ago. Great outing that we had at the MWO reunion. We can talk about that another time because we have a lot of things we need to unpack here this week. But before we get to that, how are you guys doing?
I'm doing good. I'm still sore from that damn kickball game, though. Let me tell you, being a 41-year-old playing kickball when you haven't done it since you were a kid, that takes a lot out of you. And then I went and played. I played. What's that?
And we were robbed.
Yeah, we got screwed in that game. Jim's team cheated totally, but yeah, that was so much fun. And then I went and played golf the next day, and that still hurt. And then yesterday we went kayaking, so I'm hurting all over. Like, I'm not active like I used to be, and I've been having trouble moving. But other than that, I had a great holiday weekend.
Eric, how's things with you, man?
They've been pretty good and all that. Can't complain. The weekend was good. You know, got to spend time with friends and family, and it's doing a lot better until I seen the shirt Tim had on. So I'm just still trying to deal with that next to me. So
I'm a Swiftie at heart.
I'm just trying to deal with that. You don't got to be next to him. You don't got to deal with it. So yeah, so lucky you.
Listen, it still hurts my soul. I'm not going to lie. Like, I had, when they came on, we were in very small thumbnails, and Tim had made mention of his shirt. And I'm like, well, what is it? So I had to pull it up for the full screen, and I almost just walked right off. I was like, I'm not dealing with this shit. I'm not dealing with this. Swiftie.
Hey, at least I'm not wearing full Kansas City gear this year. I at least got a Detroit hat on, but I still had to represent Swiftie. You know, a little Taylor Swift action.
Necessarily had to.
No, I needed to.
Yes, it may. But again, we certainly appreciate everybody who is tuning in here live. on Facebook, YouTube, and of course here on Riverside.fm. Izac, it's good to see you. We appreciate you taking the time, as we said. How's things going with you?
You know, it's funny that he brought up the moving thing. I had to go to Washington, not Labor Day weekend, but the weekend before, and I was kayaking. I'm not 40 yet, but I'm getting there. And that was pretty sore after, but it was a good time. Other than that, man, this Micah Parsons trade has got me jazzed up. Like, I'm still pinching myself. I can't believe that we landed him. It's gotten me even more excited for the season and what he's going to do for our defense and our team.
So if you haven't figured out, if those who may be listening on the RSS feed after the live stream, Izac is a Green Bay Packers fan. Have you always been a Packers fan? Where are you located, first of all?
Okay, I live near Dallas, Texas now, but I grew up in Upper Michigan until like 6th grade. I was like 3 hours north of Green Bay. And then I actually lived in Arizona for almost 20 years, but I kept the Packer fandom with me. I was like, I got to keep something from my hometown. And I grew up watching Brett Favre, and then I was blessed to watch Aaron Rodgers. And now we got a pretty solid little team too. So it's been kind of fun because I've got a Bears fan that's my co-host. I like the middle fingers. That's really good in the chat. Anyways, so now I'm like 30 minutes south of Dallas. So not only is it like extra special that we got Micah, but I work with a bunch of Cowboys fans, and I get to hear their cries, and they're telling me that he's going to get hurt. And I just wish more luck to him because I think the Cowboys are going to be pretty pitiful this year.
Thank you for saying that. And that makes my heart happy because of all the teams in the NFL, I do not, and I will not, under any circumstances, cheer for the Dallas Cowboys. As a lifelong Lions fan and a secondary Carolina Panthers fan, I know, Tim, don't even say it. I already know. I have always had a disdain, obviously, for Green Bay because they are our rivals, right?
Oh, absolutely, I get it.
But if I'm watching a game between the Packers and the Cowboys, it will be on that occasion that I will root for Green Bay. So I don't totally hate them, but as we come into this season, especially with the Micah Parsons trade, I'm concerned. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be real interesting here.
This week, you guys might luck out because he might not be up to full speed, but I think it puts us right there with you guys in the division where I think before, I still think that you guys were slightly ahead, but I think that, I don't know, we're going to get into a lot of stuff. The Lions, for me, the biggest question on them is, can they overcome losing both coordinators? That's huge. So this is going to be a big game, and to me, it's not a must win for the Packers because they're the youngest team in the NFL, and they just landed one of the better players in the league. It's going to take them a minute to get up to speed and get over this back thing, which I think will be fine. But I got a lot of question marks about both teams. This is going to be a really interesting litmus test because they play again on Thanksgiving. I'm excited to watch it.
So what we're going to do here, gentlemen, is I'm going to kind of sit back a little bit and be more in the producer's role for this episode. Tim and Eric are as educated on everything NFL as anybody that I've ever known. And awesome. This is something that they have really been looking forward to. Obviously, I have my opinions. I have my take on things, but this is something that they're so passionate about and have been waiting for. So I'm going to kind of let them steer the ship this week. We do have graphics uploaded for the schedule, and so we will do a preview of everything that's coming up here in week 1. But I'm going to kind of sit back, play the role of producer, kind of chime in with the chats, and I'll let you guys just kind of run with the show. So Tim, with that, how do you want to start with the NFL preview this week?
Well, the first thing I want to do is talk about the elephant in the room. And I want to know Izac's opinion on the Travis Kelce Taylor Swift engagement.
Oh,
Christ.
It's funny. It's funny. Jason, I love it. My wife's a Swiftie, and I like Taylor Swift too. So I'm happy for them. I like that it's real, and it's clearly real. So like the shirt, bud. I'm digging that. My wife would be if she's. I know she ain't watching right now, but I'm gonna send this to her, and she's gonna be like, She's gonna go buy that shirt. Seriously.
It was on Amazon, $18.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
I hate you.
I got one more question. Actually, two more before we really get deep into it. One, it's really nice to meet you, Izac. I've been the one that you've been corresponding with.
Thanks, dude.
Through emails. So
all the emails, man.
Yeah. Other thing, the movie Days of Thunder. What do you think of it?
I've never seen
What
it.
in the hell?
I know, right? It's funny because I actually have a movie podcast. I'm going to be doing one probably like later this week. I just started it up. That is a movie that's on my list to watch. I've saved it for the podcast because my buddy's making me watch movies I've never seen for his turn. That'll be one we'll hit. I've never seen it. I know a lot about it. It's on my list. So I'm sorry. I know it's criminal. I haven't seen it. And I love Tom Cruise. So, I mean, that's where he married Nicole Kidman too.
Yeah. These are more digs at Jason here, so it's not too big of a deal. But
I can tell.
The last question is, what do you think of the band Wham?
What the hell are you doing to me right now, Tim?
He's just being a dick. That's all he's doing. He's got that fucking gay ass shirt on, and pardon my language. I'm sorry. That shirt I just gotta look over. And I look. That's all I see. Is I just
I'm gonna keep it PC because I'm a teacher and students watch, but I just shared it on my Facebook and I'm gonna go share it on Twitter.
I apologize for that.
No, you're good. As long as I'm not doing it.
He riles me up.
Right.
He riles me up, and things just come out, and I can't control it.
All right.
My wife is a major '80s fan. She loves Wham. I'm just gonna be frank. Last Christmas is actually one of my favorite Christmas songs.
Oh my God! Reason why I hate Wham is that song.
It is getting to be a little overplayed. I'm not one of those people that does it outside of December. I have a 6-year-old. This year, finally, she's not asking for Christmas music year round because I just refuse. I'm like, I'm not doing it.
Smart man.
Until freaking Thanksgiving. You get 1 month for Christmas music. That's it.
Fair.
1 month.
I go the day for Halloween, but be that as it may. Listen, real quick. You said something about starting a movie podcast, and I love that idea. We're big Rocky fans here. You have seen Rocky, yes?
Oh yeah, man.
Okay.
I like the Creeds as well. I'm hoping they get going on Creed 4 soon, but Rocky, seriously, like the fourth one gets a little weird, but the first 4 were excellent, and I've enjoyed that first Creed movie. Was one of my favorite movies the last decade. So yeah, I'm a huge fan of those. I just actually started the movie pod up in July, and I started a network up. I've got a few other guys on it, and I do movie takes. It's football season, so it's kind of taken a back burner the last 3 or 4 weeks. But I'm doing a once a month movie, like full length pod, and I go up throw up shorts every now and then because movies was my I love it just as much as football. So yeah, it's just now it's football season, so next summer it'll be going.
Sure.
Yeah, you would have loved to be. We did about a month and a half ago. We did a whole episode that was just dedicated to sports movies. We didn't talk any sport. It was just all sports movies. Like it was a lot of fun. My wife joined us on that one.
I've watched 3 in the last month. Guess what? They're all on Disney Plus. I just watched Miracle last night. Always loved that movie with Kurt Russell.
Great one.
Remember the Titans because you have to watch that.
Oh, that's one of the best. That was in my top 5.
It's such a fun movie. Friday Night Lights. I just watched that a few weeks ago.
Oh, number one. Man,
I would have had a blast on that pod with you guys. And then I always liked damn it, what's it called? The pitching one with the baseball, the rookie.
The rookie. Yeah, I love that one too. That was in my top 10. But anyways, before we get too sidetracked, I told you in the email sometimes we get sidebarred with stuff. I gotta try to pull us back on track here. We can get straight to the elephant in the room. That's this week 1 matchup between, our favorite team versus your favorite team. And I know you brought up the point there a minute ago about how everybody's worried about the coordinators. We've talked about this for months, and it's one of those things where I'm personally not super worried about it. And the only reason being is because, our new defensive coordinator learned under Aaron Glenn. He was trained to take over this position. So he already understands all of our schemes, how we run it, everything. He was part of the team. Same thing with John Morton. John Morton was part of the rebuild. He was with us before he went to Denver and then came back. So he was part of that rebuild, helped to get us to the point that, we were going. Obviously, you got Ben Johnson with his crazy mind with all the trick plays that we weren't always fans of. They're fun to watch, but sometimes it screwed with us just a little bit. But I'm not so worried about the coordinators. My bigger worry, and I was listening to your podcast. I've listened to one of your favorite shows that I watched was when you the one with Quit and Jammer. I listened to that one there. That was a great podcast. But I was listening. Yeah, I was listening to the one that you put out yesterday, and you were talking about the O-line losing Frank Ragnow. Not too worried about that either, because if you really follow the Lions, when Frank Ragnow was hurt, Graham Glasgow filled in that spot, and he did phenomenal. The only biggest question I have it on there is how's Ratledge going to do at right guard? Coming straight out of college as a rookie.
He'll be just fine. He's going to be right next to Panay Sewell and then have Glasgow in the center. He's going to be just fine. He's already a workhorse. He knows what he's there for. He will fill in that spot just fine. We'll have another guard for 7-8 years.
Yeah, and I know from the one guy I know who went down to the Allen Park when they were running the
practices
with the Miami Dolphins there. They were running Ratledge at that spot, and he said he looked phenomenal at that spot. So we didn't get to see it yet, but we'll get a first look at it this weekend.
Yeah, but he played right guard at Georgia.
Yeah, I mean, it's college to NFL.
Yeah, but college is getting closer to the NFL more and more every year because the players can go anywhere now. You can transfer. You're getting super teams. So, yeah.
So, Izac, give us your thoughts on the Lions with the coordinators and what you're feeling.
Well, I actually really liked Christian Mahogany coming out of college. I do think it could be a little bit lesser of a line this season. I think the biggest thing for me, taking bias out of it, is it's just really difficult to get 15 wins repeatedly. And there's this other element. I mean, I'm concerned about it for the Packers too, to be honest. It's hard to you saw it with the 49ers, and it's a different situation, but you saw it with Harbaugh. It's really hard to keep your arrow like this in the NFL. And the Lions have managed to do that for a couple of years, but had a couple of unfortunate playoff games. I'm wondering if that's going to linger. I would think not with Campbell as the head coach, but Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn were two of the best. It's not necessarily going to be a disaster, but I do think it's going to be a bit of even though they were on the roster, I think it's going to be a bit of a learning in progress, even though you're a much older team than the Packers and you've got a lot of weapons. Talent-wise, I think you're one of the 5 best rosters in the NFL. I would actually even say probably slightly better than the Packers. It's very close. But I think we split with you guys this season. I wouldn't be shocked if you guys won week 1 and we beat you guys in Thanksgiving. I think more likely it's the other way, but Micah's going to be getting up to speed. We've got the youngest roster in the NFL again, and it just got younger and better with Micah, which is nuts. I actually think you guys win this game, even though I'm going to predict the Packers because I have to. But I think you guys win this one in a nail biter. It's going to be close. And then I think we're actually going to beat you guys on Thanksgiving. And he's right. Justin watches my show too. They need 12 to win the division. The Packers are coming for it. I don't believe in the Vikings or the Bears yet on that level. It's going to come down to Detroit and Green Bay this season. I've heard some of my buddies telling me the Bears are winning the division. And
there's some Bears fans right there.
Good luck.
Expectations are way too high.
Yeah.
Caleb needs to prove it, man. He really does. I need to see if this guy's a franchise QB. I have questions about Love as well, but I haven't even seen Caleb process the field effectively. He was off target a lot last year. I've got a lot of Bears thoughts we can hit in a minute.
Yeah. I was going to ask you your thoughts on Jordan Love because that's my thing with the Packers is is he the guy that's going to be able to take you guys there? Is he going to be able to handle that pressure? He's a great quarterback. Don't get me wrong. He's fun to watch when he's on, but he's not always on. And is he going to be able to stay on? I honestly think Goff is the best quarterback in the division. There's things that I don't like about him. I don't like how he can't escape a pocket and he just kind of folds up. He's great under pressure. Everybody always says he's bad under pressure. No, he's one of the most consistent under pressure. It's just he's not fast. He can't escape a pocket, so he'll just fall if he doesn't have anybody open. He'll just take the sack.
The pressure thing, you're right. He's gotten a lot better under pressure from the pocket. it seems like when it's pressure in the playoffs, that's when I want to see if Goff has. If I questioned this about Jalen Hurts until he went and did it, even though he played well in the Super Bowl, the first one with Philly. Can Goff be the quarterback of a Super Bowl winning team? It's a really tough thing in the NFL. There's only a few guys that have won a Super Bowl that are active right now. I mean, you've got Stafford, Hurts, and Mahomes. That's it.
Yeah, there's another one.
Who?
Joe Flacco starting for the Browns. He's won a Super Bowl in 2012.
Hey, don't knock on Joe Flacco. He's old, but he can still throw
won
a
a
ball.
Super Bowl.
Okay,
He
you're
won a
right.
Super Bowl.
4 active QBs. That's fair. All right.
Yeah.
I was like, who's the fourth one? I mean, Aaron Rodgers technically, so 5. Okay.
That is true.
But
Yeah.
in their prime, you've got 3 dudes, and Stafford's getting older, but you got 3 guys that are still playing at a high level. I mean, Flacco, yeah, he played good with the Browns a couple years ago. Can Goff be that dude? I had the same question about Love. My answer on the Love take would be, if he can stay healthy, I need him to stay healthy. They got to protect him.
Like, look at it 2 years ago. Everyone counted the Lions as underdogs, and they ran through the playoffs again, and they met the 49ers, which if they would have just played a little different offensively in the second half, I feel like it would have been the Lions and Chiefs in the last game, and it would have been ironic because they opened the season too.
That year I called at the very beginning after watching that Lions Chiefs game at the Open. I said that was going to be the Super Bowl. I was 1 game off. And it's just like we're flirting with it right now. You know what I mean? It's just we just keep flirting with it. Last year we had big issues with the defense. I mean, we had
22 injuries on the whole team.
We were running third team defense out there against, freaking NFL offenses, and they were just eating us up. We couldn't keep up with Washington in the defense. But I think this year we're a lot better off. I still think we're with Hutchinson back. We're going to be looking really good off that edge. I really wish they'd bring Zadarius Smith back.
Me too. I don't know why they didn't.
I don't know. Yeah, we're weak at that edge position.
Holmes is cooking something.
Yeah,
he'll have something.
We always say that, but I think they're really counting on Davenport to stay healthy this year, and I just don't know if he's going to stay healthy. But other than that, I mean, our secondary is phenomenal.
One of the top ones in the NFL.
You know what I mean? So is Green Bay's. Green Bay's secondary.
Well, they went down. They lost Alexander last year.
Yeah,
correct?
And we went out and we went out and we got Hobbs, and we got Nixon coming back. And honestly, I love our safeties. We got Edger and Cooper. That's a good point with the backup linebacker situation. I do think Jordan Love actually can be that guy. I just think we need to keep him healthy because he was banged up for the first half of last season. He missed multiple games, and that's going to be the biggest thing. I don't know if we have an Aaron Rodgers 2.0. He's shown me flashes. I'd like to see a little more time. I really do.
Well, look at the Packers' history of drafting quarterbacks. You draft one in the first round. You let him sit for a couple of years, and then next he's there for 8-10 years.
Exactly. Can you guys hear that static, or is that just me?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
That's weird. What is that? Is it coming from me? I can't tell it's coming from.
No, it's not from here. I'm hearing it though. It sounds like somebody's vacuuming. Jason, you secretly vacuuming while you're sitting there?
What are you doing? Yeah, I got my little robot.
Vacuuming while you're sitting there?
It went away as soon as he started talking, so it's coming from him.
It is actually. Now it's gone.
Yeah, it's gone now.
It was just some weird
feedback. He shut off his freaking little vacuum under his feet.
I think big picture, the Lions are gonna take a little bit of a step back because it happens to I'm expecting the Chiefs to not win 15 games again. Their division's insanely tough, like the NFC North. I think it's going to be a dogfight between Detroit and Green Bay, and Goff is the best quarterback in the division right now. And I think who wins the division, it might come down to who's actually playing better. The Packers have got they've got a good running game themselves with Jacobs. You guys have Gibbs, one of the best running backs in the league. You've got all the toys. If Love can take a step forward, this is going to be a hell of a fight going into week probably 18 for the NFC North, and maybe for a 1 or 2 seed in the NFC overall. Philly's the only other team I could see in that picture.
See, I don't see Philly. So Philly with me is a weird one. It's a hell of a good team, but Philly to me seems to only really take it all the way when they need to stop a three-peat. Like, to be honest with you, because the last time they went and they won one, they knocked New England out of it, and they just knocked the Chiefs out of it, even though I was sad about it because I am also
That's
a Chiefs
true.
fan. So yeah, that's the only time they win it. And there's I mean, they're not nobody's three-peating this year, so I don't even count them this year. So
Yeah, they're still a top dog in the whole league. So I would be
I don't know.
worried about.
They
I'd be worried
also
about going to Philly.
they lost a lot of pieces this year though too.
They did, but they drafted so well. Nakobe Dean's a scary one, but they got Jahad Campbell. They're going to be a weird team. It's hard to repeat, so I would take the field, but they still look like the favorite. The X factor for the Packers, I think, is the receivers, man. You guys have got St. Brown who catches everything. Our guys couldn't catch anything last year. It wasn't just Love. Every time he threw the ball, it seemed like Wicks would be open, drop. Dubs would be open, drop. Reed would be open, drop. There was over 30 drops last year. It killed our offense. I think Golden is going to be huge for us. We're going to find out if he can be that guy that can just hold on to the ball.
See, I think on the Lions side, I'll give you my answer on that. I think the X factor this year is going to come from the defensive side of the ball. I think it's going to be Aiden Hutchinson. I think he's going to come out and try to prove a point that he's, 100% back from that injury. And I feel like in his mind, he got robbed out of that defensive player of the year last year by getting hurt. Like he was on a roll to, probably beat the sack record last year. And I think he's going to come out and try to prove a point. But I also, if I go on the offensive side of the ball, I think Izac Tesla is going to have a big standout year this year. I mean, he looked great in the preseason. He was a steal. I mean, he was enough of a steal as a Hail Mary shot in my fantasy league. I took him as my very last pick, hoping that maybe he turns into something this year, But yeah, I think he's going to be big because there's so many offensive weapons on the team that, I mean, you already know all these guys are good. I mean, who don't on the offense? It was the number one offense in the league last year, number one scoring offense in the league last year. I mean, they were unstoppable till the playoffs. And it was the defense, obviously, that they got, messed up on that kind of held them back from going all the way last year. But yeah, I mean, I think Hutchinson coming back, and I think Izac Tesla. Eric?
Reality, I think the X factor for the Lions this year is going to be Gibbs. I think he's taken such a step forward last year that I think it's just going to even flow even better. He's going to get more in the passing game. I think he's going to really take control of this offense. And I don't want to see Montgomery go away at all, but I can just see him really taking over the offense and showing Detroit, like, hey, I'm RB1 here, but you got a strong RB2 behind him, and you gotta do that rotation like they were. That's what killed teams last year. You had two running backs fully ready to go at all times that could catch out of the backfield and do what Montgomery threw a couple times last year too. Like it's
I think you'll see they were doing that at that joint practice they had down there.
So actually, I think he will be the X factor for the Lions this year. My biggest concern is I didn't really get to put my input on the coordinators. Is that Derek Barnes said that our new defense coordinator is even more aggressive than Aaron Glenn. I feel like that's where we might get burnt, where he's going to do some crazy stuff and Jordan Love might find something that's wide open. That's my concern. But you also have a very strong secondary you can lean on. But that is my concern for the defense. But I think the X factor is Gibbs this year.
And health, because like your guys' defense was so banged up that you weren't able. You saw what happens when you have to put everything on Goff. He made a few mistakes, and your defense was so banged up that you guys couldn't get a stop against Washington, which was kind of nuts. So it's just the other thing too. It's kind of similar for Green Bay. It's hard to continue on this trajectory or this I was talking about earlier. The Lions have been pointing up. What tends to happen is you saw the attrition thing happen last year. I want to see if the Lions can keep that arrow pointing in that direction. It's going to be tough for Campbell, but it's also going to be tough for Green Bay because I was a little worried that I liked their draft. They were aggressive, and then they went out and got some free agents and went out and got Micah. They were aggressive in free agency more and the draft more than they've been ever, honestly. Not just with a couple of big signings, but the swing for Micah and the receiver pick in the first round. Those are things they either hadn't done in 20 years or ever. So,
Jason, stop vacuuming. Come on, dude. It's coming back.
He's vacuuming.
I don't understand.
It's super weird. Like, it just comes up every... Is it me? I don't think it's me. Okay, can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I unplugged my mic and plugged it back in to see if it was me. It just went away, but I don't know. Anyways, I'm just curious. Like, I keep reading about this. Like, now everybody's in on Green Bay because of Micah, but people were kind of down on Green Bay before, and some people were a little down on the Lions. I'm really curious. This whole, not just for Sunday's game, but I'm curious how this season is gonna shake up. This is gonna be, man. I can't wait. I'm like, not only for the Packer game, but I'm excited to watch the Cowboys get smashed on Thursday night.
Oh no, I can't wait for that.
It's going to be great. I told my wife, I was like, because she's an Eagles fan, and she just hates the Cowboys. I was like, you want to just watch like how many points Philly wins by? We're going 20. Watch Dallas this will be their one game. They keep it close, and then they'll suck all year. That's probably what's going to happen.
Well, honestly, I think we'll get into some of the other teams a little bit, but I think Dallas is actually going to have a little bit of an up year because I think Dak's going to have, because Dak's always that up and down quarterback.
Yeah,
Dak has one crap year, one really, and then he's up for MVP considerations, and then he's back down in the toilet. Then he's back to MVP considerations. And, they lost Micah, but they got Kenny Clark out of the deal. And that's,
a solid run
that
stopper.
Interior line and the solid run stop, like that was a heck of a piece to give up. And I was going to ask you about this because I went on earlier this past week after that Micah trade and kind of gave my thoughts on it because I got some friends who are Dallas fans too that were pretty pissed off about the whole thing. Mm-hmm. Do you feel good? I mean, honestly, to get Micah, you're going to feel good about it. But do you feel good about what they gave up to get him?
Yeah, do it every day. Do it twice on Sunday. Do it on Thanksgiving. Do it on Christmas. All you gave up was 2 late first. We were a playoff team without Micah Parsons the last 2 years. So worst case scenario for us is that pick is like in the late teens. If we were to go 8 and 9, if Jordan Love missed the season, we're probably still a 7 or 8 win team with the talent that we've got. And Malik Willis was solid last year. So you're looking at worst case, pick 18. Best case, we shocked the world and win the Super Bowl, but now we're one of the favorites. I don't trust Jerry, man. He's drafted Taco Charlton in the first round and Mozzie Smith. He doesn't draft very well unless he's on the top end of the first round, which is, I don't trust their defense. I think that offense is going to have to keep them in games. Don't get me wrong. I like Kenny Clark, good player. But there are levels to this, and as good as Kenny Clark is,
he ate us up every time I played him.
Micah's he's just on another level. He's gotten 12 sacks every year, and he missed 4 games last year.
Yeah.
Him and Reggie White are the only 2 dudes in NFL history to get 50 sacks in their first 4 years. Micah Parsons just don't grow on trees. He was Dallas's best player by a mile.
And they just gave him up.
And you don't do that for 2 late first and a guy who's turning 30 and he's been banged up. I would have done this trade any day of the year, anytime. And the Packers were super happy. That was not even close to enough for Micah Parsons. What it seemed like was Jerry's ego got in the way and he didn't want to deal with it anymore because people were like, he wouldn't have played anyways. My counter to that is if Jerry played ball, negotiated early, but he likes to wait now. If you negotiated early with Micah, Micah would still be a Cowboy, and this wouldn't have been a problem. But I'm super happy that Jerry can't play GM because my team just landed one of the best pass rushers in the NFL. And that was the biggest need that we had. If you could have cherry-picked any player in the league to get on our team, I will take a 26-year-old entering his prime that already has 50 sacks.
No,
you want to give me the run stuff. I'm I just don't fully buy it. I think that's Cowboy bias after the fact.
Well, and I think that's where we beat them up is because our run game is so good, and that's going to open up that pass game, to be honest. But I wanted to bring up the fact he talked here is imagine if the Lions would have gave up 2 firsts and DJ Reader for Micah Parsons.
Oh my God. You guys
it would have been great, but we wouldn't have been able to re-sign Hutch. Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to re-sign Hutch, and I think that's the biggest thing is it's that money. And I'll tell you why I'm upset with this trade. And I brought this up is because it just reset that damn market. Now it's going to cost us $50 million a year to sign Hutch, because Hutch has a lot of upside too. A lot of people were down on him this year because of that injury, but I feel is right up there with Micah Parsons. They're
TJ Watt, Myles Garrett, but those 2 dudes are older. They're both 30. Yeah. Hutchinson and Parsons are 2 of the only younger guys in the NFL. The Bosa's are both Nick has been consistently banged up. The dude from
Joey's
Cincinnati,
older. Joey's definitely older.
Yeah, Joey's older. Hendrickson's 31, and I know he's still producing, but Micah's 4 or 5 years younger than all those guys. The only guy that's younger than him is Hutch. I'm with you. He's the one I
now
worry about
Micah's
on your
got that
defense.
back problem though. That might. I'm
You know
just
what?
saying. I'm not just saying because it's your Green Bay, like your Green Bay fan, but it's like, dude, that's a hard thing to come back. Like your back, man. Because you got to think he's trying to push around 350 pound lineman. Something shifts wrong. That ain't gonna feel good.
Start in week 3, then. What I would say is let him sit the first 2 games.
Yeah, I would let him hold out.
Or play him like 30 snaps a game for week 1. And if he does well, then play him for like 40, 45 snaps week 2.
Or keep him for, situational downs. Jason, that vacuum is just getting crazy, man.
So, Jason, say something, because every time you say something, it goes away.
Yeah, talk.
What's up?
Yes!
There it goes. It's got to be – it's something with your mic. You either got your gain set way too high.
Reconnect it. Maybe it'll – sometimes it's just like a bad connection.
Yeah, it's definitely.
I love the vacuuming though, man. It's great.
Yeah. This is the first time we've ever heard this noise on the show, so it's weird.
It's not me, right?
I don't think so, because when he talks, it goes away for a little bit.
Got to get more involved in the show or something.
I just muted myself and I still hear it.
Yeah, I think it's Jason's mic.
We'll do this.
So weird that I hop on.
Yeah.
And that happens.
Yeah. It was Jason's mic. Jason, you got something. You got your gain might be too high or something, and we might be getting some weird feedback. I don't know if you have like a fan on or something.
That vacuum, dude. We already went over this. His little Roomba's just buzzing around his feet. He's got to have a Roomba
rolling around. But yeah, Justin brought up another point.
That was the best trade the Packers could have possibly made. And
you know what would have been?
I wasn't even remotely upset that I love Clark, and I was like only 2 first-round picks and Clark. That's it. That's all, like 2 picks that might be in the 30s or late 20s.
Yeah, they might as well be second-round picks if it's in the late. If they go high, it's
done, baby. Let's do it. That was gold, man.
If Jerry was smart, and I brought up this thing, if Jerry was smart, he would have traded away Parsons. He would have got those 2 first-round picks, and he would have did this 2 weeks earlier, and he would have sent one of those first-round picks and a younger player to get I'm having a brain fart because I've been drinking. Hendrickson. No.
Oh, absolutely. Or shop him around to the league and go get him for the highest bidder. Jerry wasn't even willing to do that. And you know what? Thank you, Jerry. Thank you, Jerry. Seriously, this was, man, these moves, when you get a guy, it's like having a Steph Curry on offense. You guys know, you had Hutch. You have Hutch. You had him for half of last year, and your defense was different when he wasn't out there. It's like gravity. When you have a guy that can, like, and I know he gets tired and stuff, and I think they need to use him correctly, but what he's going to do for Rashawn Gary, what he's going to do for Edgerrin Cooper, what he's going to do for the defensive tackles and the corners. When you've got an elite pass rusher, what they do for everybody else in the defense is they change it. It's like having Patrick Surtain. You can't throw on that side of the field. Or when the Cowboys had Dion, you just couldn't, even with Jerry Rice, you were afraid to throw that direction. When you have a guy that's that elite and makes the rest of your defense better. And that was the one thing that was holding us back against you guys in Philly and Minnesota last year, is we couldn't rush the passer against you 3 because of your offensive lines. And we didn't have that dude. Now we do. Now it's going to be fun.
Yeah, you guys haven't had anybody to get more than, double-digit sacks since 2020 when Zadarius Smith did it. So it's been, 5 years.
And Gary's shown flashes, but I think he's going to be great in a secondary pass rush role now. We got that other first-rounder, Van Ness. We'll see what he's got.
Gary was always a run stopper. Even at Michigan, he was never a pass rusher. He would eat up the middle and stop the run 100%.
And he'll show you flashes like that Detroit Thanksgiving game, not last year, but the year before, where he wrecked the game and destroyed Goff, and he had like a fumble, forced fumble. But, I don't know if this – people got to remember this. Is there any Packer fans watching out there? We landed Reggie White in 93. When we won the Super Bowl, it took 3 more losses to the Cowboys, then we won it. Don't expect a Super Bowl this year. If it happens, great. But this is the type of move that puts you in contention to go win one, because I don't believe the Chiefs are winning one this year. I think Kelsey isn't an elite tight end anymore. We'll see. He might prove me wrong. I think the Bills are actually going to be the team in the AFC. And it's hard to repeat. So the Packers were like, okay, chips in. They never do it. I think they felt some pressure from the new CEO, which is great. They needed it. It's like having an owner. And Detroit has made those all-in moves before. And dude, I can't say enough good things about this Micah deal. The creativity that you're going to be, it's like, imagine if you had him on Madden. You can stunt him. You could play him in a 3-4. You could switch up to a 4-3. You could play him in a nickel 4-3. You could put him inside if you wanted to occasionally. I wouldn't do this. But if you had if like Edgerrin Cooper got hurt, you could put him inside and blitz him from the inside. The things you can do with a guy like this, they don't grow on trees. And I live near Dallas. I've heard, I'm going way too long here, but Cowboys fans have been telling me they're not going to miss him. Good luck with that.
They're going to miss him for sure.
Miss him. Kenny Clark is a hell of a player, but you're going to miss him.
Yeah, I mean, not that they were going to do anything anyways. It's Dallas. No, and they're not going to win until Jerry's gone. So either Jerry needs to sell the team or, God forbid he passes away. And even his kid's not going to be any better. So he just needs to sell the team. And it's the same problem. It's the front office problems. We brought this up a million times. It's the same problem with Chicago. It's front office problems. That's why if I was Ben Johnson, I would not have took that job unless they got a new GM.
It seems like it's ownership, don't you think? Like, because I actually like the polls. It feels like ownership wants to meddle in Chicago, and I mean, I like what they're doing, but I'm with you, dude. Like, Chicago's had problems for 40 years now.
Yeah, and you need an owner. Like when Sheila Hamm-Ford took over the team in Detroit, and she said, Brad Holmes, Dan Campbell, you guys run this thing the way that you think that. And I mean, that was the biggest turnaround because we never had that before. Mm-hmm. And once she said, I'm hands off, I'm here, but you guys run this the way that it needs to be ran. And I mean, look what they've built up. And I mean, honestly, none of this would have ever happened if we never traded Stafford away. Obviously, and I love Matt Stafford. I got 2 of his jerseys. I got the Rams Super Bowl jersey and the Lions Stafford jersey hanging on the wall back here. Stafford's one of my favorite quarterbacks ever. Like the guy's, was like if he would have played for a different team in his younger years, he would have probably won a handful of Super Bowls already. He kind of just got stuck on
I can probably bring this up. Like if you swapped Stafford and Rodgers, well, you guys would at least had 2 Super Bowls at least.
It's funny because I love Rodgers, but the dude would flame out in the playoffs.
Exactly.
Stafford just didn't have the team, and then once he did, he won.
Exactly. He didn't see what did Aaron Rodgers inherited when he got drafted?
My gosh.
Very great Packer team, wide receivers, learned under Brett Favre. What did Stafford get? He got a mediocre Lions team with Calvin Johnson and a beat up offensive line, no defense. Yeah.
No running back.
So swap those 2 because Stafford played in the SEC in Georgia and started as a freshman.
Absolutely.
Swap those two different careers right there.
I mean, Rodgers was such an awesome. He's like Peyton Manning. He was so great in the regular season, and he had some great playoff performances. But then he would just kind of flame out. And let's be honest. And there was a lot of disappointments where I put it on him. But I'm really happy that Stafford got that ring, and I actually think. If he can, it's just going to depend on his health. But I think the Rams have an outside chance this year. Getting Devontae was
they
good
definitely.
Pickup.
It's going to be between the Lions, Packers, Eagles, and Rams. I feel like, but the Buccaneers, Baker. You can't forget Baker. Baker's still.
It's just that defense. It's like, can it just be decent? It's like Cincinnati, 2 of the best offenses in the league, but their defenses that were just complete garbage last year.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny, like the whole thing you said about Rodgers, the team he acquired, the Packers are building a pretty damn good roster right now. If they can if they just got a receiver to step up, there's not a lot of holes on this team now.
Should have traded for CD Lamb instead.
Oh man, dude. Oh, there you go. Boom. If Jerry wants to sell off another amazing player, we'll take it. We'll give you our next.
You guys start looking at cap issues because I'm sure that's going to be an issue with that contract they just gave Micah. Eventually, it's going to run, and we're running that issue right now, and that's why we're not signing anybody because we got. And that part that pissed me off about the whole thing was, I wish they would have just re-signed. I know the leg's the question, and they want to say it. If they would have just re-signed Hutchinson before, Myles Garrett or Max Crosby got re-signed, we could have probably got him for $38 a year. You know what I mean? Just do it last year. Just extend them. It's 50. It's going to be 50, like all day long.
Which sucks because that is quarterback money, and he's worth it. But damn, man, it's good. The cap's going to go up, so I'm not too upset about this Micah deal because the cap's going to go up, and I think we're going to
have to. It's going to have to.
It goes up every year,
Cap's
but
yeah.
I look at that 12 million a year, and that's Gibbs. That's 12 million a year at Gibbs. Or that's Brian Branch. You know what I mean? I mean, we have key pieces that we need to re-sign this coming up season.
Just do what baseball does. Just get rid of the cap.
Oh,
dude, it would be no, because then you would build super teams like the NBA, and I hate that shit.
And now the NBA doesn't even. They pretty much have a hard cap. They've cut out the dynasties with this.
Yeah. And they need to and get NBA back to being fun again. Like, well, that's a different show for a different time. But
yeah,
we've been over this a million times. Yeah, like we hate the NBA now for what it's turned into, and LeBron James is one of the greatest ever, but I hate what he's done to the league. He ruined it with the super teams and moving around and stuff like that. Like it's ruined the NBA.
All right, so
what's funny now is it's parity. Now it is because you might have the Thunder. They may have figured out a way around it, but the second apron thing, it's like damn near impossible to sign 3 dudes to a max. Like you literally have, like you can't go over the second apron. Like the Celtics had to just trade. Like Tatum was going to be hurt, but there's been 7 different champs in a row now. Like so, I hated what LeBron did too, but it's weird that the NBA has sort of shifted and. I'm really happy that the Chiefs didn't win a 3-peat because I was getting tired of the same damn team winning and getting to the Super Bowl every year. I'm hoping somebody else in the UFC. Oh,
I was so sad.
So you are a Chiefs fan.
I am a Chiefs fan. Yeah.
Well, he has a damn Mahomes jersey behind him, and he has a Taylor Swift.
I'm a big Mahomes.
I didn't know if that was for you.
The Mahomes all that these. Yeah, I mean, I love Kansas City. Mahomes, his first year when he came as a rookie, threw over 50 touchdowns. Like he just lit it up. Mahomes is gonna be one of the greatest.
As a rookie?
Well, not his second year. His rookie, he didn't really start, but his first full season, he threw 50 touchdowns. That's a good question right there. Ooh, somebody's going to be a casualty. I just don't know who it's going to be yet. If I had to guess anything, they're not going to let Williams go, even though he might cost too much. I mean, that wide receiver market's blown up too.
They're not going to let Gibbs go. They're not going to let Branch go.
How much is St. Brown making a year?
We got
he's
him. He's like
the
30
paid receiver.
Yeah, 30, I think.
So that's actually a bargain for how good he is.
Well, yeah, because we signed him early, like we should have did with Hutch. We got him early. They got smart, actually signed him before they needed to, and extend him out for 30. So we said because Cincinnati reset that damn market with Jamar chasing them. So now, it's going to cost an arm and a leg to keep any of them. If I had to guess, because obviously the Gibbs, I mean, what's he going to go for 12, 15, somewhere around there a year?
Yeah, you ain't going to let him go.
I mean, that's running back price, unless you're Saquon. You know what I mean? Unless they value him like Saquon, but there's not too many Saquon.
Good.
Yeah,
Gibbs
he's good.
Pretty good. He might get the 15. He might get 15 plus.
Yeah,
I think he will because he's.
It might be 15 to 20.
He's a game changer. He's a game changer.
I mean, Barkley got the 20. Derrick Henry only got 12.
You gotta give Derrick Henry that.
But they upped him. I could see Gibbs being in the 15 plus class. I think the running backs are kind of getting revalued again.
Well, they definitely are
because people are figuring out that, oh man, you do need to run the ball. Look at what the Packers did last year with Jacobs. Look at what Barkley did for the Eagles. Look at what Saquon did for the Eagles. Look what Henry did for the Ravens. They transformed those teams. The Lions wouldn't be the Lions without Gibbs. And honestly, as great as he was last year, you need Montgomery too.
You got to have that 1-2 punch. You got to have that guy that can just put his head down. Then you got to have the speedster that can just get outside and just take off.
I wish we had another guy. Our running back we drafted in the 3rd round can't stay healthy. So
I can't believe Chicago gave up Montgomery and let him go, let him walk.
I know, man.
It's Chicago. It's that front office. I'm telling you, Chicago's front office is wrecked, and it's probably the owner. I think you're right. Same thing with the Jets. Jets have the same damn issue.
They're going to sign Jameson. I'm thinking they would. It just depends on how high he wants to go, because he got Goff at over 50. I think Branch might be, unless they get him on a discount, I think Branch might be the casualty, because they ain't going to let Hutch go.
That would be no. Hutch is going to resign here in the next few weeks. I guarantee it. Like, they're going to wrap him up.
The players get smart. They're like, no. I want to get my value. They wait for the next guy to get the deal. They're like, I'm not signing. And so the teams want to do these deals, and then the players are making them wait. And it sucks for the teams because they're like, well, I don't think that's what happened with Jerry and Micah. I just want to tell you. I think what happened there was Jerry just didn't want to deal with an agent, which is some 90s BS. So he needs to get with the times a little bit.
His old school crap.
Yeah, I got to get over it. What he worked for him worked in the 90s before the salary cap. You know,
he's still living in the 90s. That's his problem.
I mean, you see the Netflix doc? I mean, it was great, but
I started watching it. I've been so damn busy lately that I haven't been able to sit down and actually I actually just started, me and the wife started watching The Kingdom last night. That came out about the Chiefs run last year. That we've got through 2 episodes. It's amazing. They did a whole Andy Reid episode, and God bless that man. That guy he's going to be a Hall of Famer coach, one of the best ever. And it was a great episode, but we're already at 7:36, so maybe we spent a lot of time on.
Do you want to talk about you want to do predictions on this Sunday for Packers Lions?
I was going to ask you right now. I was going to say we need to get past this.
I wanted to run prediction. Jason's got some graphics for the first whole week, so we can run some predictions of week 1 since we've all been amped up waiting for football, and I am absolutely excited to actually sit down and watch.
Did you see who the favorite is for Sunday's game?
Oh, it's probably Green Bay.
Yeah, 2.5.
Well, it's because of the Mikan thing. I don't know. Like, I still, like, to be honest with you, I still have us beating Green Bay both games and splitting a game with Chicago. And I think it's the Ben Johnson effect because he knows a lot of our stuff.
I think we're going to split with y'all this year.
And it could happen.
We could split with the Bears too. I think the Vikings are going to be, it just depends on JJ, but
I don't trust JJ.
I don't either. I think we might sweep the Vikings, the Packers. We're going to split with the Bears. Maybe we sweep them, but probably split. And I think we're going to split with y'all. I really think it's going to be a weird situation where you're going to win in Lambeau week 1, and we're going to come up there Thanksgiving when Micah's full speed. And we're going to take you guys out on Thanksgiving.
We don't play the best on Thanksgiving. We finally just won one last year, so Thanksgiving's not our thing. But, hey, Jason, can we run those week 1 graphics? If you can turn your mic back on.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Okay.
All right.
It is your mic. As soon as it came back on, I could hear it. You're getting some weird feedback at your house.
What the hell it is, because I have everything off, and I like all the fans are off, and I'm fucking dying if I can.
Oh, you're sweating. I could see it gleaning off of your head. It's very shiny.
It is.
All right. On Thursday, this is the NFL kickoff. You're going to see, as my astute colleagues have alluded to, the Dallas Cowboys will be in Philadelphia to play the Eagles, and then Friday.
Hold on a second, because we want to go down and give our predictions for these real quick while you're going through them, Jason. I mean, obviously, Eagles are going to eat this one up.
And then Friday.
Oh, I think Eagles by 15-20.
Yeah, I was going to say, at least 14. Eagles by 14, 100%.
All right, and then Friday, the Chiefs will be in Los Angeles to play the Chargers.
That's going to be an upset. I'm going to take the LA Chargers. I think they're going to upset the Chiefs first. They're going to be ready. Harbaugh's going to have them ready.
Isaac, give your thoughts, because I got thoughts on this one.
Okay.
No one cares about your thoughts,
I don't know
Swifty.
about the Chargers. They're a weird team. I like them. I think the Broncos are actually the team I'm worried about in the AFC West. But you know what? I'm with you guys. I think Harbaugh gets this one. He needs it bad. I'm going to go Eagles, and it's not a home game. It's in Brazil. But I'm going to go Eagles by, like, I don't even know. Let's go 33-17. I'll be nice to the Cowboys. Maybe 20, but it's going to be a double-digit win. Chargers are going to squeak out a defensive game. They're going to win 21-17.
As Dave, it's good to see you finally join us, brother. Dave, he's a regular guest on our chats here, and he's hilarious.
I'm here now, so now I can start.
Yeah, he decided that we can start now. He said the Chiefs will win because of Taylor Swift and Wham. But so Kansas City, I love Kansas City. I think Kansas City is going to win this one, and the only reason I say is that besides the Rashee Rice, he's suspended for the first 6 games. Mahomes actually has some damn wide receivers this year. He's got both his running backs this year. This offense is going to hum. The defense is still going to be just as good. They always have a good defense. It doesn't matter what the team is. They can get young players. They mold them in there. They mold out some of the best defensive players in the league. I think the Chiefs win this one, but I do worry about it because Harbaugh has been doing really well with the Chargers. I think that division right there is probably the going to be the third toughest division in the league this year. So I mean, besides the Raiders, you can leave it. The Raiders are still crap, but between the Broncos, and I think you're right about the Broncos. Bo Nix last year looked really good, and I think he's going to look even better this year. That team's going to come out and be really strong this year. Chargers are going to come up, but I still think the Chiefs are the strongest team in that division. So I'm taking the Chiefs on that one.
All right, next slide, Jason. Tim likes to get sidetracked and put his whole opinion on everything.
It's my Chiefs, man.
I do the same thing.
These are the early games for Sunday. Miami Dolphins will be playing the Indianapolis Colts.
I got the Colts in this one.
Yeah,
Jonathan Taylor's I think is going to have a hell of a game against the Dolphins. They don't have a very good run defense. I think he's going to run all over them. It's going to be, I'd say, a decently close game because they have Tyreek Hill, but I'd still take the Colts.
That's such a tough one. I don't really like either team. Like I'm wondering if the Dolphins are even going to get to 8 wins again. I think I'm with you. I think that the Colts with Jonathan Taylor figure out a way. I know there's going to be some road victories here, but
because they have a decent defense. They have a decent. The Colts have a decent defense.
The Colts do. I just hate the quarterback situation, but
yep.
I don't know. The vibes in Miami just aren't good, and they're not at home.
Nope, not at all.
It is in a dome that favors Miami a little, but I'm going to go with the Taylor. I've got him in fantasy. I think he runs all over Miami. They figure out a way to win by like 3.
I think the better thing to bet on in that is whether or not Tua makes it out without another concussion. So
that's very true.
I really don't really care. I think the Colts probably, because I think Miami's on a full downturn. From the sounds of it, Hill wants out of there. He's sick of it. He's come out many times that he would have never left the Chiefs. So I mean, neither that game doesn't really mean anything to me. Those teams aren't doing anything this year. Miami's, they had that little spark where they went to the playoffs there a couple of years ago, and they just haven't been anything since. And I give it to the Colts. And then here's Jason's thoughts. This is one of his teams right here, Carolina.
There we go.
Listen.
Hold on, Jason.
We have Carolina at Jacksonville. And Tim, stop being a bully for once.
Of course, I'm going to go with the Panthers because I cannot stand Jacksonville for a number of reasons. But I have unapologetically have said the Panthers are my secondary team. I'm going with the Panthers in this.
I think Trevor Lawrence is going to take this one. I know the Panthers are starting to come up on a little bit of a upward hill, but I think Jacksonville's going to. Trevor Lawrence is still a very good quarterback if he doesn't get hurt.
Isaac's thinking something here. I can see it in his.
I'm excited about this game because of the Travis Hunter and Ted McMillan thing.
Yep, that's what I want to see too.
That's going to be a lot of fun. Is Carolina's defense going to be decent? I don't know. Jacksonville's not a very good team either.
Nope.
This is one of those games I wouldn't bet on. I used to do weekly pick'ems, and I'm still going to do this kind of thing where I give all my stuff every week. But I'm sorry, Jason. I'm going to go with I got to pick a road team. You know what? Fine. I'm going to go with Carolina. Bryce Young figures it out. There we go. I got to pick a road team or two. The way I've done so many of these pick'ems the last 2 or 3 years, there's so many road teams that win. It's not all home teams. I'll go Carolina here against the spread. They're 3.5-point dogs.
Rock on. This is another one that I really don't care about. But I'll pick Jacksonville. But I'm more. I mean, the next one, Jason. What's the next one there?
New York Giants will be playing the Washington Commanders.
Washington all day.
I mean, do we even have to spend a lot of time on that one to figure out Washington's going to win that one?
Nope.
The only way the Giants stay in it is Malik Neighbors goes nuts. And that Giants defensive line, the Giants defensive line is the one thing they've got going for them. And if they can't protect Jaden Daniels, but this is a game, I mean, they're favored by 6. They should win it by 14 plus if they're the team everybody thinks they are, which is a question. But yeah, Washington better win this one.
Let me ask you something, because we brought this up a couple weeks ago. Do you think Jaden Daniels has a down year? Do you think people are going to be onto him this year?
No, I just think he's that guy who's going to bucket. I just question the talent around him on offense. Like, I don't think Debo still has it. I'm finding out I'm in the minority. He looked like he lost a step to me last year.
Yeah.
I love Scary Terry. He hasn't lost a step. I've got him in Dynasty. Outside of Scary Terry, there's not much that's scary on that offense other than Jaden Daniels. The defense is decent. I think they win like 2 less games, but they're still a wild card. But I think Jaden Daniels is going to be honestly just as good as last year.
See, I think he's going to have a slight, not much of a drop off, but I think he's going to have a little bit of a drop off because people are going to know what to look for now. You know what I mean? Last year, he caught him off guard.
Sophomore slump.
Yeah, because, I mean, last year, he caught them all off guard. They didn't know what to expect, and he came out there and he shined. He's a great quarterback. I mean, they have a winner down there. But I think it's just going to be – I think you're right. I think they're going to be a wild card this year. I think they're going to be – and it might not be so much on him, but they're going to be able to shut down those receivers a little bit better and know, they're going to know their gameplay a little bit better than what they did last year. They surprised him last year.
Well, that's the thing with Caleb is Caleb's going to be fighting the sophomore slump. So is Bo Nix. So is Drake May. A lot of those teams upgraded the weapons around him, but that's a real thing. I mean, Jordan Love experienced it last year and he was banged up. That second year for QBs, when guys get tape on you, that's a reason that they tend to blossom in their third year because they got to figure out how to adjust to the defenses that adjust to them. So yeah. I could see it. I think it might be a little less than the spectacular that he was last year.
Jason.
You
Do you want me to just
in this?
What's
it? All right, coming up next, Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns.
Well, this is a great game.
Cincy all day.
Hey, I'm saying Flacco's going to flack.
If Cincinnati can't beat Cleveland, they got bigger problems.
I think they have big problems there, and it's their defense, to be honest. I think Joe Burrow, in my opinion, Joe Burrow's the number 2 quarterback in the league, but
number 1.
He's number 2.
He's more talented.
We went over all this. If he can ever,
you're in denial.
If he can win one.
About it's Josh Allen. Josh Allen was the best quarterback last year.
That is true.
Last year he was. No, because he still couldn't get past Mahomes.
Hey, defense and receivers matter, and the Chiefs had that. They've got Spagnuolo, and they have that defense.
They did have that.
You're right. Winning in the playoffs does matter. He's got to beat Mahomes eventually. He does.
Yeah. Him and Lamar both need to beat Mahomes to get past Mahomes. Like that. That's
Lamar just needs to win a playoff game. I want to see that first. How about you just win? Like what is he? What is he like 3-8 in the playoffs now? 3-7. Just win a playoff game.
Yeah. He's not very good. He's great in the regular season.
He can't even get by Josh Allen. Lamar Jackson needs to figure out how to get by Josh Allen before he worries about Mahomes.
Yep. Yeah, no, that one's going to be Cincy all day long.
Cincy's D is a problem, but it shouldn't be a problem against the Cleveland. Unless Flacco just goes crazy, this isn't the team to take advantage. I don't think.
I mean, you look at Flacco last time he played for the Browns, he took him to the playoffs. So
it's true.
It's true.
They could end up, they could end up having a decent year.
This could be closer than people expect. Like the somehow Dallas, I had this weird feeling they're going to keep it close. That is a game. Cleveland could keep it close at home. I just think Cincy better freaking win. They want to go to the playoffs.
One of the more interesting early games this week will be when Pittsburgh will be in New York to play the Jets.
Revenge game.
Yeah, I like that one. I
got A-Rod winning that one.
Yeah, I think
A-Rod's going to win that one. Just because Steelers defense is still always the Steelers defense.
The Steelers are always the Steelers. I mean, they haven't had a losing season in 20-something years.
That's true.
I mean, they're always a good team. Do they always make the playoffs? No, but they always finish out plus side of 500. But I think the Jets are another one of those train wrecks that
Aaron Glenn's got to fix it.
He's got to fix it, but I don't think he's going to be able to fix it with that front office that they have and the owner. You know what I mean? That's the same thing with Chicago. I would have never took that job.
They'll come home
unless
they're going to come home in a couple of years.
Maybe.
I'm going to curve it. I'm going to pick the Jets. I don't believe in Aaron Rodgers, and I think that
you believe in Justin Fields though? Really?
No, but a 40-year-old Aaron Rodgers that can't move If the Jets can get any pressure on them, they've got a better. I like their defense. The Steelers' defense actually took a nosedive last year, and I'm off the Aaron Rodgers train. He's 41. He can't move anymore. He didn't want to get hit last year, and I like Breece Hall and Garrett Wilson. I should pick the Steelers, but I'm gonna throw a wrench in this. I'm gonna go with Jets.
So let me ask you this before we move on or get thing. You're talking about being down on Aaron Rodgers, and I know you were a Green Bay fan, and we brought this up like 2 weeks ago. Do you think Rodgers should have retired after that last game in Green Bay? Do you think going on to the Jets ruined his legacy?
No, because I'm going to remember him for what he was with Green Bay, which was an awesome player that won a ring that a lot of guys can't say. But he tore his Achilles at age 39. That's just, if Brady had done that, I don't know if Brady would have came back. That's hard. You saw Kirk Cousins tear his Achilles at 35. It's just not something even a quarterback can overcome. Yeah, he threw up some decent stats last year, but it was meaningless. And in pivotal moments in big games, he couldn't get it done. There's a reason. I don't think he's a quarterback on a winning team anymore. I'm going to go bigger with this. I think the Steelers don't win 9 games. I think they're going to go 8-9. And
do you think the first time that they have a
yeah,
losing
I don't know
record?
if Tomlin's going to be done, but
you got Aaron Rodgers and the DJ Metcalf experience coming. They're going to look up for so many touchdowns this year.
We're going to see.
That's going to be Aaron Rodgers. That's going to be Aaron Rodgers Megatron that he should have had.
I want to have you guys on my show or come back on this in December so we can revisit these predictions. This is going to be fun.
On some more.
This is going to be
Jason,
good.
take it away to the next one.
Oh, Jason's got to give his thoughts on this game.
Yeah.
I'm going Pittsburgh. I'm going with the Steelers in this. I don't believe
Smart man.
I don't believe in the New York Jets in any capacity. I am not necessarily an Aaron Rodgers fan, but I wasn't mad that he signed with Pittsburgh. I'm going with Pittsburgh in this. And then the New Orleans Saints will be hosting the Arizona Cardinals.
Ooh.
Cardinals. Saints are a dumpster fire right now. They got nothing going on. They'll be lucky to win 5 games this year. New Orleans.
Yes, they will.
And I think Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to have his come out year this year for his second year.
It better be Arizona if they want to make the playoffs. But yeah, the Saints look like a bottom 3 team, and they look like bottom 3. Those quarterback, that looks like maybe the worst quarterback situation in the NFL. Like Indy's QB situation might make that look.
Oh, that looks better than what's his name? I can't remember his name.
I don't love Daniel Jones at all, but I think that's better than Tyler Shuck or Spencer Rattler.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I don't think so on this one.
I'll go Cardinals on that one, but that's another
fun
game
fact,
that I just
fun
don't
fact. I'm going to throw on all of you. I don't know if I'll be amazed if any of you know this. Arizona is the oldest team in the NFL.
That's kind of crazy.
Fact check me.
I thought it was Washington outside of Jaden Daniels. It's Arizona.
Yep.
Wow. Really? I got to see who the other teams are.
Are you talking like
how is it Arizona?
Oh, the longest.
Like the longest team. You mean like the oldest established?
Oh no, not roster wise. I'm talking about from when they started out in the 1900s. Like
that I didn't know either. That's kind of cool.
Yep.
No, it's the Commanders. The Commanders are the oldest team right now, age wise. But that's cool. I didn't know that. Arizona, look at that.
Learn something new every day.
Fun fact.
Jason.
Arizona for sure.
It better be Arizona, man.
Yeah, I mean the Saints are. I mean, this is another 2 of the teams. Arizona could maybe fight for a wild card spot this year, but the Saints aren't doing anything. So it's another one of those games that should be just an easy run for them. So I gotta go Cardinals here. Even though I mean, they haven't been very good over the last few years. You know what I mean? It's
ever since they haven't had a running back. They've been downhill. But
this next one should be an interesting game.
Mm-hmm.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers will be playing the Atlanta Falcons.
I mean, obviously, I think the Buccaneers are taking this, but I want to see what Penix can do, getting that start there for him. And I mean, the Falcons sitting there paying, Cousins all that money to not start. I mean, that's kind of a crap stick for them. So, I mean, what did they give him? Like a 3-year, $100 million contract or something? Or was it 110 or something to sit on the bench for him now?
4 years, 180.
4 years, 180 to sit on the bench. Yeah, like that's
100 guaranteed.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's going to be long before you see him back on the field. Obviously, he had injuries last year. Eventually, he'll probably get another start there, but it's early in the season. Penix, I don't know. We don't know what he's going to really do yet. You know what I mean? But Baker's really good quarterback. I like Baker, so I'm going to go Tampa.
I'm gonna take Atlanta here. I think they're gonna squeeze one out. I think Tampa Bay and Atlanta will split this year. I know it's usually been Tampa to win the division, but I think Atlanta will take the first one.
I'm with you because of Wirfs is out for Tampa. You've got Jalen McMillan, who's going to be out for a while, and Chris Godwin. Even though they've got Igbuka, they're kind of depleted on offense. Kate Otton's even questionable, apparently. Darnell Mooney's the only important guy for Jalen Walker, the only important guy for Atlanta that's questionable, and I think he's going to play. So
I think London's going to have a very good game.
Yeah,
very good season this year.
This is that game where if Penix is going to hold the job for the year, he needs to. Wow, David, that's a great comment. I just saw that. I'm going to go Atlanta. I think they split. I think Atlanta takes this one at home and Tampa wins their home game. I don't think Tampa's getting swept by them again this year.
No. Jason?
Atlanta.
Oh, cool.
The New England Patriots will be hosting the Las Vegas Raiders.
This is actually kind of a fun game, though, right? With Ashton Genty. Like, are you guys? I drafted him in one league. I don't know how excited you guys are to see Ashton Genty and Travion Henderson, but I'm ecstatic. Like, I bought Sunday ticket. My wife is going to hate me on Sundays, but I'm going to be $4 in it, and that's going to be one of the games I'm watching. In one league. I'm a big fantasy player. I talk a lot of fantasy on my show now. And in one league, an auction draft, I went Jamar Chase early, and then Ashton Genty, and then I snagged Henderson for like only $20, and I got Baker. So I've got in that game, I've got Genty and Henderson going at it. If New England's going to take a step to be a wild card team, they can't lose to the Raiders. They just can't. So they have to bottle up Genty. What's the spread in this game? New England's got to be favored, right?
I would imagine
New England's favored.
The Raiders
only
are
2.5. Wow, at home.
Oh,
I would have been 4.5. I thought Vegas zone. I'm gonna go New England wins, but I think it'll be closer than people think.
Yeah, I'm gonna go New England too.
Thanks for letting me go off there.
Yeah. I mean, obviously being a Chiefs fan, I don't like the Raiders. But on top of that, the Raiders have been a dumpster fire for a while, which is surprising. I mean, they got to draw some people.
Or do you think they'll be better with Pete Carroll this year? Do you think they'll be respectable at least?
I think they'll be a little bit better. I think they'll be respectable, but I still don't think they're there yet. I don't think they have the talent on the team yet. You're still fighting for a quarterback. They need to get a quarterback there to try to get one. Because they got what the hell is his name? But he already got hurt.
Gino.
Well, yeah, they got Gino.
At least he's like not a dumpster fire like they had last year at quarterback.
Yeah, but
true.
I
agree.
Like,
he's just a placeholder.
Yeah, he's a placeholder. He's just Gino. I mean, he was always trouble to us when he was with the Seahawks and we played him. He always played Detroit tough. You know what I mean? But they still didn't do much beyond that point. You know what I mean? Like he's good, but he's not that star quarterback. Yeah. You have Bowers. I mean, that's probably the best tight end in the league there.
Yeah.
It's a today, but where you got like a few game breakers. If Genty is good, you got Bowers, you got Genty, and you got Max Crosby, and then there's like not a lot else on the roster. Their defense was decent. They're going to have to rely on the defense and Genty to stay in games.
It's true.
I guess when I think about this one more, I'm curious to see how they do under Carroll this year. You know what I mean?
Right?
Like, are they gonna like? They've been so bad, but I mean, it's Vegas now. It's a big money market.
I'm thinking they win this many games. That's better than last
7?
Year. That's better.
Yeah, I mean, if they go 7, that's fine. I still think they're going to finish last in that division, but it'll be interesting to see what they do. They could be on a turnaround of Carroll. I mean, Carroll's like 97 now or something.
Is he like? I think he's like 70. Dude,
he's
doesn't look it. He's 73.
He's mid 70s.
Yeah, like he's there, but he does not look it at all. That guy was out there wrestling around with Lyman and shit.
Shoot, he's gonna be 74 next week. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, he's a great coach. Yeah. Jason, your thoughts?
Raiders.
There's
Oh,
a
really?
There's a
Jason
question.
will always pick the underdog.
Always.
There's a question in the comments that's great. It says, "What's the best name for fantasy teams?" Somebody said on Twitter, this cracked me up. It was he drafted Stephon Diggs, and his team name was going to be Taylor Diggs Swift because he has he had one player. He just named that as his team name. So Taylor Diggs Swift, like as in Stephon Diggs.
If you want a fancy name, you gotta name it. Neighbors think I'm selling dope.
All right,
That's a good one.
Let's
All right.
cruise through the rest of these real quick because we're at over the top of the hour. I know Jason has to get to work here eventually.
Oh shoot!
All right, the late games this week. San
I'll be quick.
Francisco will be playing the Seahawks in Seattle.
It's a good game.
It's going to be a good one. I got 49ers.
49ers.
I'm gonna take the Seahawks.
Barely.
I think Sam Darnold's still gonna play good. I think he's gonna.
I think
gonna win
Sam Darnold is trash. You can't handle pressure, but that's me personally.
Should we? Do you guys? Are you ready to? Wait, no, Jason. What do you think? I can't wait to talk about the Packers
Seattle.
Lions. Seattle. Okay, I get it. I almost picked them. Their defense is solid.
Always.
All right. Oh man, this is it. This is the game. I like the graphic too. This is great.
Well, thank you. I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
Jason makes
You
all
did
these,
this?
so that-
Oh man,
yeah.
these are great, man. I love the retro look.
But we don't
Thank
like to get dinged because they like to ding us and everything and remove our live videos every time we use stuff, especially with golf stuff. We show anything PGA related,
Oh man,
it's gone.
I get dinged on YouTube
We're not
for
talking
using
about your
this
damn
audio.
golf shit.
I get dinged on YouTube for using the wrong audio. It pisses me off.
Yeah.
So I get it.
All right, the Detroit Lions are going to be in Green Bay to play the Packers.
Let's go, Pack, baby. Packers
I think
win.
you know which way this is going, Isaac.
Packers
I think
win.
It's going to be three
By
against
3.
one, man. I think this one's 3 against 1 because I got the Lions.
Big Daddy Dan Campbell's gonna go into Green Bay and walk out with a dub. I'm gonna take the Lions.
I'm going to put Dan.
And I'm gonna put it in overtime too. They're gonna win it in overtime.
I
I'm
need to
putting
place a
Dan
bet on this
Campbell.
game.
Yeah, I'm putting Dan Campbell out into the universe again because one day we're going to have him on this podcast. So every week I put it out in the universe. But yeah, Lions, 100%.
Lions.
All right, switching over to the other side. The Tennessee Titans will be playing the Denver Broncos.
That's an easy one. That's a Broncos all day. Bo Nix is gonna go crazy on them.
Cam Ward in his first start is going to be fun to watch, though. But that Denver D might be the best in the NFL. They better win. They're one of my sleepers that could go really far. Denver wins.
Yeah, they were in the number 1 scoring defense in the league last year, weren't they?
Yeah, they just got better.
My kid drafted them in fantasy, and I wanted them, and he drafted right before me, and I was like, I want Denver, and he took him. I'm like, you little bastard.
I got him in one league, and it's a team. It's one of my leagues where I really think my team has a shot. And it's a game. It's for games like this where they might pick 6 Cam Ward, maybe. This is a good game, man. The rest of these are good games.
Yeah, this one I can't wait to watch.
Oh, is that that's an afternoon game, right? The Texans.
These are the 4 o'clock games this
Oh
week.
yeah,
Yes.
dude.
Yeah,
Okay. That's a tough one. Are the
Jason,
Texans favored?
they might
Oh, the
be.
Rams.
and
The Rams 2.5
Their favorite?
Rams.
I think this one comes down to. By the way, we're talking about the Rams Texans. I don't think we gave Jason a chance to announce that one.
Sorry, Jason. My bad. I got too excited. I'm getting excited.
But I think it's going to come down to the question of the health of Matthew Stafford in this one because he has not been able to practice because he is dealing with very similar back issues right now that Micah Parsons is. So we're going to have to wait to see how much Stafford plays. I mean, he'll play the whole game, but how mobile he is. Because usually Stafford's very mobile. I mean, that's one thing I've always loved about Stafford. He can escape a pocket. He can throw from any angle. And that's another reason why I got, probably why I became a fan of Patrick Mahomes, because you see similar stuff out of Mahomes that you saw out of Stafford years earlier. But I think it's really going to come down. But Houston is always a dangerous team to me. This one's hard to call. Like I don't. It could go either way, in my opinion. It's really hard.
I'm going Houston with it.
I'm taking Houston. I think CJ Stroud's going to come out and ball out week 1.
I hope so. I drafted him as a backup.
And then that one wide receiver from Houston, I can't remember his name, is going to get like 200 yards.
I just worry about the Rams against the Texans secondary. I feel like that's strength on strength. And I want to pick the Rams in LA, but I think I'm going to go Texans as well.
I like Dave's comment there. It depends on how many drinks Tim and Eric have before Sunday, before kickoff. I don't
David's
start
having some
drinking till
fun here.
noon on Sunday, Dave. Oh, Dave is hilarious. We love him in the comments. Like, he keeps it active in there. Like,
Dave, you're great,
he's
man.
awesome.
I love people like that in the comments, man. It just makes the show more fun. Seriously.
All right, Jason.
This is in my opinion. Jason, announce it.
The Baltimore Ravens will be in the Bills.
This is the biggest
Sunday
game
Night
of the
Football,
week.
too.
Yeah, this is a big one. Like, these are two powerhouses going at each other. I got the Bills because I'm a Josh Allen fan.
Yeah, I'm taking the Bills
and
too.
I think Lamar is trash and can't win any playoff games. But I love Josh Allen.
Josh Allen has a winning record in the playoffs, at least. Lamar is I think Lamar's like 3-7 in the playoffs. You're right, though. Josh has not beaten Mahomes. But you know what he's going to do this year? He's going to keep winning at home. Bills win.
Yeah, and
I think big.
Bills all day.
I also love Josh Allen as a person. Like, if you ever watch our show, like, I'm big into golf and stuff like that. So I watch a lot of YouTube golf and stuff like that. And he goes on like Bob Does Sports all the time. He is freaking hilarious. Like, Josh Allen doing tequila shots between each hole, and they're just getting all messed up and having a good time. Like, Josh Allen is just a good dude.
Did you see him talk that podcast with Taylor Lewan and all that?
Oh yeah, when he said
they're like, oh yeah, I heard they were saying some crazy drinking stories. Like, I didn't drink for 11 years. Then I turned 12.
Yeah,
I'm like, that's awesome.
Him and his wife seem hilarious because his wife talks like about how the Bills own the other teams in the division. Like him and she was in that movie Sinner. They must have fun together. Yeah, he seems like a great dude. But this is an important game for both quarterbacks. Lamar is going to want to get one on him. So I don't think it's going to happen, though.
I got the Bills all day. 100%. Jason?
I'm going the upset here. I'm going with Baltimore.
Wow.
Jason always picks the underdog.
Just likes to go against what's going to happen. It's okay.
Yeah.
I wish we'd kept record of what we did. I used to write these down. I should have done it.
Yeah, we should. I mean, we can always watch it back and pick them out.
All right. Night is a big NFC North showdown. The Minnesota Vikings will be playing the Chicago Bears.
It's surprising there's only one Monday night game this year. Usually there's two.
Yeah.
Partly because the Friday night game. What do you got? I think that
I think JJ is going to come out, and I think JJ is going to come out and ball out. I got the Vikings. I think the Ben Johnson effect's going to take a little bit more than just 1 week to get it going. I think. You got Justin Jefferson, you got Jordan Addison, you got a great defense, you have a running back. All you got to do is hand it off or just get it in the the range of Jay Jettas, and you're fine.
I think No, sorry. Go ahead, Tim.
I was just gonna say I'm picking Chicago on this one, and I just think Chicago's going to be a little bit hotter. I've never been a believer in JJ, even though, he won the Natty with Michigan.
Won the fucking Natty. I cannot believe him. Come on.
He didn't really do much. Harbaugh just had him handed off. I mean, it was a run game. He barely passed the ball. You know what I mean?
Did you see that throw against Alabama when they did the flea flicker and then he had to throw it off his back foot and got hit and completed 20 yards down the field? Yeah, he can't throw.
I watched Patrick Mahomes do that same pass, but, complete it 50 yards down.
Yeah, no, he threw it and it hit his player in the head because he couldn't catch.
But anyways, I'm just not a believer in JJ, even though he won the Natty for us. But I just think I'm really interested to see what Williams can do behind an actual offensive line this year. He's got a line this year. Last year, he did not have an offensive line. I mean, they added Joe Tooney. Who's the guy who used to play for us that they added? I can never remember his damn name. Jonah Jackson. Jonah Jackson. They got Joe Tooney from the Chiefs. They have an offensive line now. So I think Eric is right about it's going to take a little bit for the Ben Johnson effect to take, effect. But I'm not. Minnesota is one of those things I've said it a million times. Minnesota is a QB friendly program. You could plug anybody into that program and they're going to look good. The same thing with San Francisco. I don't think Brock Purdy's that good. I think he just plays for a QB friendly team, to be honest. Like, you could put anybody into that system. They're going to look good. But I still think Chicago checks this one out. Izac, your thoughts?
I kind of thought the Brock Purdy thing till last year when he still played pretty solid and everybody was hurt around him. Like, I agreed with you. And then last year he still was solid, but it is Shanahan. He makes the players quarterback friendly. Like, he makes it a quarterback friendly system. Dude, I mean, Addison's out. They got a little bit of a depth
It's
issues
true.
at
He is out. I
receiver.
forgot about that.
They brought freaking Adam Thielen back at age 35. And
I
I
think he'll be just fine.
Yeah, I think he's going to actually be important for him because I thought Ty Felton was a good draft pick in the late third, but it doesn't look like he's ready. But you still got TJ Hawkinson. You still got Justin Jefferson. You still got Aaron Jones and Jordan Mason. Defense is solid. But I'm going to go Chicago because I think JJ is going to struggle in his first start. I am curious how Caleb's going to pick up the Ben Johnson
I don't like both
offense.
of you right now.
I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I think it's going to be a slugfest with a lot of turnovers. I think the first team that gets to 20 wins. I'm serious.
Yeah.
I think both quarterbacks are going to struggle. Caleb has been struggling in camp, and JJ's
That's
coming.
because he paints his fingernails. It's hard for him to throw the ball. Duh.
Yeah, they're all colored. JJ, although he's also coming off a leg injury, so not only is he coming into his first NFL start in a Monday night game on a divisional rival on the road, but he's coming off a leg injury. So I think both quarterbacks are going to start a little slow, but I trust the Bears at home in this one. Barely.
All right. So
I just want to say it. Duh, Bears. Go ahead, Jason. Your thoughts.
Yeah, Jason.
Eric, I'm going to agree with you. It's going to be the Vikings in this.
Thank you, Jason. Fuck Wham. Fuck you, Tim.
All right. So the last thing I want to get into, because we're going to start wrapping this up here in a second, so Jason go.
We're not talking about fucking golf.
No, this isn't all NFL show.
I just wanted to say it.
He gives me crap about this golf, but my golf stuff.
Those are my potty breaks is when we talk about
my golf stuff does the best across our page.
I didn't go to the bathroom. You guys should be impressed. During my own show, I've had to go for 20 minutes. But I was like, I'm going to hold it. I'm not going to the bathroom.
We appreciate that.
You're telling me, Isaac, I'm 5 beers in and I haven't had to pee yet. I have to. But
you're three. You're three.
I've had a water.
No,
I've had half of a Dr. Pepper Zero during this show. I'm trying to keep the throat going. Yeah. There we go. We need to get them as sponsors. Dr. Pepper Zero.
Yeah. So the last thing I want to do real quick before Jason wraps this thing up, Super Bowl predictions. I'll start. Even though I love Kansas City, I think this is going to be a Bills versus Lions Super Bowl. And that's what America wants, because you had the number 1 most watched team last year, the Lions, going against the Bills. I think that's going to be the Super Bowl this year. Jason, why are you laughing?
Eric?
You're going to find out here in a second. It's going to pop up on the chat.
I'm going to agree with Tim. I would love to see a Lions Bills Super Bowl. That'd be great. In reality, what would really be interesting if it was a Minnesota and Bills Super Bowl, because they both went 4 times and lost. But I think Lions Bills. Isaac, what is your opinion on this? What is your prediction?
Bills Packers. Let's go.
Okay.
I
wouldn't be upset because Josh Allen made it. I would not be upset.
I don't think there's any way you're going to get both of the same teams in the Super Bowl. So I think it's more likely you get a new team in the AFC than the NFC. But I do think Philly's going to get had, and it's either going to be Green Bay or Detroit. Maybe the Rams. They're a dark horse.
Bucks could come out of nowhere too.
Bucks, if that I got to see the defense, but I love Baker, man. He just doesn't care. That's kind of scary. He can go in and sling it anywhere. But yeah, I'm gonna go Bills Packers just for fun. I don't actually think the Packers are doing it this year. I think they're a year away. But let's have some fun.
Jason, your Super Bowl predictions.
Lions Chiefs.
I can get right there with you, brother. I will rock a Mahomes jersey once more. But no, I won't. Actually, I'd rock a Lions jersey for that one.
I would.
Lions is my number 1 team. My number 1. I mean, I grew up a Lions fan, but my favorite AFC team is the Chiefs. So I can
mine's the Bengals. Just because I want to be spiteful to you.
Love the comments during the show. I love it.
My
buddy does that too.
Yeah. We'll try. Isaac, thank you for coming on, man. If you want to plug your show real quick.
Nice meeting you too.
Plug your show. I'll share a bunch of links and stuff over too. But if you want to plug it before Jason goes in the outro here.
Thanks for letting me cook, guys. I had fun. I've been dying to talk NFL, and last night we talked so much Packers, which I was excited, but I'm just excited for the season. So thanks for letting me kind of go. I've got a Friday night. I do my shows on Friday nights. I got the shirt. So I will be on, but this Friday, because of the Chargers Chiefs game, I'll be on at 7 Eastern because I'm going to go an hour before that show. And I've got my buddies, Med Smith, Shots on the Sideline. I've got Mr. First Down and Roll Coverage. They're part of my network. They're all hopping on with me on Friday nights. And then I've got a Packer panel next Tuesday. I'm very excited about this time. But yeah, go check out Fun Football Podcast. I shared this on Facebook. I'm on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok. Instagram. Go check it out. I have a lot of fun. I make daily shorts. This was a blast, guys. I enjoyed this. This was fun. Thank you.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I appreciate you. And
thank you for coming on.
Eventually, you got to get us on yours. I
would love to bring you guys on. Yeah, seriously, let's do it.
We're 100% down. Let's do this.
Down like Chinatown,
set up a time
brother.
and let us know. So just get a hold of you. I mean, you got my email, so just let us know. We can set it up.
Cool.
Other than that, thanks again, man. Jason, you can roll the outro. If you have to plug our shop or anything or whatnot, I know you got to go to work.
Izac, you have an open invitation anytime you want to come on. If you have any availability on Tuesday nights, you are more than welcome to be.
You know what? Tuesday nights actually not next week, but generally they work pretty good because this is the night my kiddo's at gymnastics and my wife usually goes and hangs out with a friend. So this actually kind of works. Not next week, but I think 2 weeks. I'll check my schedule. But hey, I will email it to Tim. But there's a Lions guy you guys should bring on once. I will reach out to him for you if you haven't had him on. But he works for Lions on Sports Illustrated. And
perfect.
Dude, that'd be great.
You guys
man.
would
awesome.
love him. He was talking about because he gets to interview Dan Campbell and stuff. I feel like you guys would have even more fun with it than I did. And he was awesome. And he is all on the Lions. So I think you'd like him. Seriously.
That'd be awesome. I'll stay in touch with you because I want to pick your brain a little bit too, because I want to start transitioning to the, getting more people on the show and stuff like that. We're starting to get to the point of the show and it's a lot of fun, to get other people on the show. So I want to pick your brain because you get a lot of people.
You know what would really help? If we get more people on the show?
Oh, if people would just...
No, if you would stop wearing stupid shirts.
Everybody loves my shirt.
Well, you might get some Swifties on here.
Yeah. Hey,
Jason
I'll take all the Swifties. Take them all. I'm a Swiftie. I'm a diehard Swiftie.
David, man. David, you got to come watch my show. These comments, man, are freaking hilarious.
But anyways,
I'm like, oh, man.
Yeah, I'll get back a hold of you, and then we'll get you back on here because this was a lot of fun. We're probably a little bit different than what you do. You know what I mean? Most time we talk a lot of sports. So if you watch more than one sport, you can fit in because we fit them in baseball, basketball, football. I do a whole golf segment. So,
when I'm not doing interviews, this is how I do my show. When I have a Quentin Jammer on or a Packer reporter like I've had recently, I do it like an interview. When I don't, I do it like this. This is exactly.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate you.
No, hey man, we appreciate you and we appreciate everybody who tuned in here live on the live stream, or if you're tuning in after the fact on the RSS feed, we certainly appreciate you. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, share the show. We would appreciate that. Also, check out our online store for all the latest merchandise with the logos and designs of this show and all the other great shows that we have here on the PFC Entertainment Network, pfcstore.printify.me, or for our fall lineup with the football jerseys and the varsity jackets and things of that nature, pfcfall2025.printify.me. With that, go out, be awesome to yourselves and to each other. We'll see you next week right here on the Sports Reel Podcast on the PFC Entertainment Network.